Good afternoon. Testing. Okay. Give me a moment here. Give me a moment, just sharing out the live stream. Right. I could read the novel. Neat. I'll save that to the bitter end. Huh. For the tips, but I don't really need them. So yeah, obviously, hello, this is the TheVideoGameManiac, and welcome back to, not Hotel Dusk, Last Wind of the Secret of Cape West. Chapter 2? The alarm in my cramped apartment starts to beep. If I recall correctly, Hotel Dusk Room 215, the whole game basically took place between the span of 2 days. This one day per chapter, more or less. Oh, come on, can't you just let me get a little more shut-eye? Every morning I have to fight the temptation to get a gun and shoot the damn thing. Guess the only way to stop that damn beeping is to get up and hit it myself. Okay, I get it. I lift my weary head from the pillow and open my tired eyes. On the table beside my bed is that damn alarm clock. "8 o'clock already. If I still had my job, this would be my cue to get up. Guess I don't need to worry about that kind of thing anymore, though." Throw my head back down on the pillow and fall asleep again. Great. Now the phone's ringing. I reach out from my bed and grab the receiver. Yeah. From your voice, it sounds like you're still in bed. She's still calling me at the beginning of every chapter. Wait. Who's this? That's not Rachel. Jenny. It's me, Kyle. Oh, Kyle, you don't remember your mother's voice after only half a year? Mom? Also my mom, Jenny. She had a tough time after my old man passed away. Had to raise me on her own. Now she lives by herself in New Jersey, working as a nurse. That's a decent job, actually. If you don't drag yourself out of bed soon, you'll be late for work, you know? I'm taking today off. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have saved this call for another time and let you rest. Don't sweat it, I was planning on getting up around now anyway. But why are you calling me this early? Is something up? Well... Actually, there is. It's been on my mind since last night. I got a call from someone calling himself Rex Foster. I think I saw his eyes open up just a little bit. Rex Foster? He said he wanted to ask me a couple of questions. He was keen to know if I was the mother of Kyle Hyde, ex-New York detective. When I told him I was, he continued with something that caught me off guard. He asked whether you were still searching for Brian Bradley or not. What did you tell him? I said I didn't know. That's all he wanted to know. In fact, once I answered his question, he hung up. Remember him? Pretty sure he shot the dude who worked alongside. What was the guy who owned Hotel Dusk? What was his name again? Jesus, I don't even remember his name anymore. I need to know though, are you still looking for Bradley, Kyle? That's ancient history. Mom, I'm done looking for Bradley. Yeah, Brian Bradley, my partner from back when I was a cop in New York. 4 years ago, he was working undercover, and it turned out he was on the take. He was a good friend. After I put a bullet in him, I quit the force. It's probably for the best. Yeah, maybe. He's a ghost now. He doesn't want to be found, basically. Who's this Rex Foster, anyway? Can't say the name rings a bell. And Mom, did you get any more calls from strangers asking you questions? I know what you're going to say, but I thought he might be a friend of yours. He's not. I told you. I don't know the guy. I don't know anybody who called my mom to snoop around for info. Okay, I understand. Glad to hear it. Anyway, I gotta go, Mom. Kyle, wait. What now? How are things with Ed? Yeah, about that. Ed, boss of Red Crown, he and my old man were buddies in a sense. They both drank at the same bar, and they got to talking a lot. It's been 25 years since the incident in the downtown parking lot, when an officer on patrol came across my dad's body. It was Ed, a member of the Los Angeles police force at the time, who found him. Hey, Cotton Pop! How you doing? When you said to me you were going to work for Ed, Kyle, I couldn't work it out. You're just not the salesman type. I worry about you, even now. I'm your mother. It's in the job description. Maybe one day I'll reconcile with my mom. One day. I'm good today. How are you? Pretty good myself. Work's been picking up in my main job. I'm actually working 5 days, 5 days this week, Monday through Friday. It's all still part-time because my hours are basically like between 4 to 5 hours. I'm basically doing deliveries, food deliveries. I work tomorrow, and I had lunch before starting this live stream today, so overall, pretty good. It was a vegetarian option that I took home with me from my job, because they actually have very good healthy food options. I ate a veggie wrap that they served, alongside a protein bar and some carrot juice that my that my aunt and uncle made at home, so very good stuff overall. Look, Mom, I'm 34 years old. I think it's about time you've eased up on the worrying a bit. It looks good for 34, I ain't gonna lie. You're probably right. It's just, you're the same age your father was when he died, and... No, you're right. I worry too much. That's nice to hear. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. And, how have you been lately, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. I'll let you go now, Kyle. Have a nice day off, and look after yourself. Couldn't man up and tell her that you got, fired, huh? I was wide awake after the chat I had with my mom. Gave up trying to get back to sleep, and dragged myself out of bed. Guess I was still in work mode. No late sleeping for me. It's like an internal clock, basically. You go to sleep at a certain time, you wake up at a certain time. Like for me, a lot of days, I just can't help but go to sleep at around 2 in the morning and wake up around 8 or 9. I make my way to the sink and turn on the tap. I splash cold water over my face, giving my senses a sharp wake-up call. Oh, hell yeah. Feeling a lot more alert, I put on some clothes and get dressed. I still feel that strange lack of focus, and can't quite get my head together. There isn't anything I feel like doing right now. Before I know it, I find myself slumped on the sofa. I slowly begin to gain a little clarity as I sit there, but there's something about hearing my mom's voice after all this time. That, and the fact that I'm blankly staring at the worn-out wallpaper in my room, sends me plunging back through my thoughts to a point somewhere in the past. I start reminiscing about Los Angeles, the place I was born and raised. Then about my dad, Chris Hyde. Oh, so that's his first name. He was a man with little to say, so into his work that he was rarely home. Remember, he's a safecracker. That much was confirmed in the first game. My mom was working as a nurse back then, too. I'd come home from school each day only to be greeted by an empty apartment. I was 9 years old when my dad died. 3 days after he left for a job, I wound up dead in a parking lot somewhere downtown. I recall Mom crying for a solid week after it happened. After she managed to get her feelings together, she packed our stuff, then took us off to start a new life in Manhattan. Why did my dad have to die like that? Who wanted him dead, and why did we have to leave town? I had all these questions going around in my head, but Mom wasn't talking. Remember, the opening cinematic of this game was a scene of his father opening up a safe and taking a diamond before getting shot. So that's critical. That's critical for a plot of this game, basically. 7 years into our new life in Manhattan, when I was 16 years old, Mom decided to start talking to me about Dad. She chose this time to reveal something I didn't know about my dad. She told me that he used to be a safecracker. He'd reached the point where he wanted to wash his hands of it. But after he left home to do his last job, he never returned. His death was unexplained, and the case remains unsolved to this day. That's some Phoenix Wright logic right there. 6 short years from then, I became a detective. I still remember the words my mom said to me on that day about my old man. She said that now I'm a detective, I can uncover the truth behind his death. I took her words lightly. After all, I know about being in this line of work. I knew that getting to the bottom of the mysteries surrounding a man's death could lead to truths that relatives of the deceased wouldn't want to hear. Even with the tools I had at my disposal, I wasn't willing to dig. I quit the job and still don't know the truth. I return from my translated state, draw a long breath, stand up from the sofa. Just me and my thoughts. Like I said before, he's got a pretty nice apartment. If I recall correctly, there was something important in here. This is out of place. It's a piggy bank, shaped like Pinky Rabbit. Or, Pinky Bank. My beloved Pinky Bank. There's a coin slot on the back of its head. This pink rabbit was the main character in a cartoon I watched as a kid. The piggy bank was given to me by Mila, a girl I met at Hotel Dusk. I guess it doesn't really go with the rest of my crap. It's like an adult hanging onto a stuffed plushie or a security blanket or something that they've had since they were a child. I bet that's Rachel. Huh? It's the phone again. And it's set to a button this time, too. Hey there. With the receiver pressed against my ear, I hear a familiar voice. Hi, Rachel. How are you doing, handsome? I've been better. Sure you have. Things could be a lot worse, though. For someone who lost their job yesterday, you sound okay, at least. Well, I'm not exactly full of sunshine and happiness, you know. It's true. Same old Kyle. Always got something on your mind. Ed around? He just stepped out now 5 minutes ago. Not 5 minutes ago. Said anything about me? Yeah, you've come up in conversation. He said that, if you call, not to bother letting him know. Damn, sounds like he's really blown a gasket this time. And then some. Can you blame him, though? Some people might say he made the right choice. 3 days after leaving on a job, and not a single phone call to check in. You didn't even show up at the place you were supposed to be heading to. Maybe I did kind of have it coming. Still, even given the circumstances, why did he choose now to fire you? I mean, it's not like this is the first time you've slacked off on a job. Hey, did something happen between you two? Yeah, I mean, some bosses would have honestly fired him on the spot if he even so much as slacked off. It's not the first time he's done that. Could have been because I told him I don't want to do this kind of work anymore. Yeah, that'd do it. Lined myself up for a bullet there, I suppose. Do you even know when he'll be back? There's something he said and I need to discuss. There's something he and I need to discuss. Why did I say said there? Hey, Reina Ramirez. How you doing? He'll be back a bit after lunchtime. Said he's going to listen to the election candidates' speeches. This game takes place December 1980. Who was president at the time? Nixon? Jimmy Carter? Really? Doesn't sound like the Ed I know. He was always raging on about how much he hates politics. Me personally, I don't understand politics. He mentioned that one of the people running for mayor is an ex-boss of his. A guy called Hugh Speck. What kind of clever campaign promotion would they go with for a man with that kind of name? Well, if I know. What you up to lately? This game, working. Honestly, what I need to do is do more digital drawing, honestly. There was a... I've been writing down ideas for drawings, but I haven't had the time to make them. Oh yeah, and also my next video game review on my second YouTube channel. The whole thing going to be televised, too. It'll be on at 9. Right. Well, as soon as he gets back, get me on the phone. 9 PM, huh? Oh, one other thing. You had a phone call earlier. Ooh. Someone going by the name Rex Foster. Ring any bells? What? I just said that you were on holiday and he hung up. You a friend of yours? Do Americans say on holiday? I always thought that was a United Kingdom thing. We would just say on vacation or something. Or on leave of absence or something. Definitely not. Hey Cotton, do you know about the news about me? The same guy called my mom last night, too. Your mom? What did he want? That's what I want to find out. Seems he already knew I used to be a detective, though. Rachel, can you do me a favor? If he calls again, let me know. Gotcha. And I'll be in touch when Ed gets back. Keep your pager on, okay? Roger that. Pagers do... If I recall correctly, hospitals still use pagers. I don't envy Rachel. She's Ed's PA, personal assistant, but also struggles to keep me in Ed civil. Come to think of it, she's the only woman I'm happy to be totally open with. I reach into my pocket and switch on my pager. Rex Foster. Why is this guy keeping tabs on me? No, what happened? I mean, I could always say it myself, but, Reina Ramirez, you're much more qualified about this. 9 o'clock already. That's when Rachel said they'd start showing the speeches on the news. I guess if Ed's made the effort to drag himself along to listen, I might as well switch on the TV and give it a try. Got nothing better to do. Oh, was it 9 a.m.? Oh, okay, that's different. How I was raped, and I got therapy, and me and VGM talked deep. Yeah. TV. Where's my TV? Why do I have it on a dining table and... Okay. Booze. There's a TV on the table. Doesn't look much, but at least it works. Imagine playing Cuphead on a TV like this. Nice. There's an old cartoon on. Pinky Rabbit, huh? I'm guessing he's supposed to be like a Mickey Mouse knockoff or derivative. Or if we're being realistic, more like an Oswald the Rabbit derivative. That takes me back. I used to love this guy. Hugh Speck, the most prominent candidate in this election, will be giving his campaign speech momentarily. And 5 News is here with live coverage of that speech. Stay tuned. Yeah, I know therapy is very helpful in dealing with this. How old is he? 50s? Maybe 60s? I don't know. Answering the cheers from the crowd, Hugh Speck takes the podium. Speck is a retired LAPD officer, and is even now working to stamp out petty and organized crime in the city. Today at 4 p.m., 5 will be airing an exclusive look at the man himself. Don't forget to tune in. This is Robert Harrison for 5 News, signing off. I really need to take the time to look more into politics. Hugh Speck, an ex-cop and also Ed's old boss, trying to become mayor now. Ambitious guy. Looks like he's got a special TV slot at 4 o'clock. I think I'll check it out. It is a uphill road trying to become president. Like, I do remember, like, I think there was a documentary on how Barack Obama became president. We love this guy. Now we're stuck with this guy. Someone buzzes my room. Who's there? I should at least save first. Also, what was that bookmark? And pills. I have to take them, and I'm effing 11. Sorry for language, I'm just sad and mad. Yeah. I'm not reading that. You actually get a little bonus at the end of the game if you don't read that. Or if you don't open those secret files anyway. They basically give you hints to what happens in the next chapter. How to solve certain puzzles. You again. Whoa, you're still here! Great. What do you want? You know what time it is, right? Trust me, man, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. It's always important with you. Go on, spill it. I need your help. Like, really need your help. Does it really matter which one I say? Hey, calm down, will you? Spit it out. What's wrong? Thanks. Just hear me out, okay? Come with me. I need you to help me out of a fix with some quick thinking. Yeah, Tony. Not Tony Stark. Imagine that, though. Tony Stark living in this apartment. Quick thinking? Yeah, I'm being squeezed by that chick down the hall, but she's got it all wrong. Squeezed where? You're being... What the hell are you blabbing on about, Tony? It's okay, Reina. It's nice that you can let it out. Yeah. On a side note, how's, what do they tell you in therapy? Yeah, Game Grumps. He looks a lot like one of the two guys from Game Grumps, doesn't he? You better start making some, sense pretty soon. We're out of here. Yeah, sorry though. No, it's fine, don't be. Alright, let me catch my breath. It's really bad. I mean, it's worse than really bad. What could be that bad? She's shouting out some crazy stuff, saying I'm a no-good thief. She thinks you're a thief? Come on, Tony, what did you do this time? Yeah, that's right. Take one look at me and send me downtown. I'm innocent. Can't tell you how much I've tried telling her. She thinks I've snatched her ring. Just keeps screaming it over and over. Ring? Who thinks you've stolen their ring? Mary, that's who. She's made up her mind and won't listen to reason. Mary. You know, the chick living in room 206? She's the blonde one who moved in around half a year back. The stuck-up one, right? So we're clear. Anyway, Mary's lost her ring somewhere, and now she's accusing me. I'm drawing a total blank. I'm black and white here, trying to think of what to do. They tell me happy stuff and a lot of games like a sentence to repeat, but the end, they prescribe. Does Mary think it was you that took her ring? Search me? She's gotta have a reason, though. I mean, she's not imagining it, right? But at the end they prescribe pills, so I don't take them because... I got no idea what she's thinking. I told you, it doesn't make any sense to me. I would rather be sad than fake sad. But the pills are supposed to help you, right? Did you try asking her why she thinks it was you? Yeah. I mean, if I have a headache, I do want to take a couple of Advil pills to help alleviate it. I even rub a little bit of Vicks Vapor Rub on my forehead, which actually, I hear helps. That stuff actually helps out with a lot of stuff. In Mexican culture, Vicks Vapor Rub cures everything, apparently. It's like a all-in-one tonic of some kind. We call it Vaporu in Spanish. But she just came out of nowhere and barged into my room. Fake happy, I meant. Yeah. But you don't have to take the pills forever, I would imagine. Demanding that I return her precious ring. She wouldn't even let me speak. So you didn't do anything that could have led her to suspect it was you? I'm 11. I don't know. I mean, I can't remember. I see. I don't know what she's on. Chick must be crazy or something. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Tony. But I need you to promise you really didn't take the ring. Why the hell would I even touch her stupid ring? I may be many things, but I'm not the kind of guy who steals people's stuff. How much would a ring like that be even worth, anyway? Yeah, I guess you're not. Now I think about it, you're not the sort who'd grab a person's wallet. Damn right! Glad you finally realized, man. I'm not a thief. He's a groovy cat, man. He plays tunes and He's trying to make a big name for himself as a musician, basically. Yeah, I'm 11, and I've been in Mexico, and that is where I was raped by my cousin. Oh man, that must be by a family member then, huh? That's why I need you to go in there and convince her of the same. She's bound to listen to you. I don't have a chance in hell on my own. Yeah, well, let's hope you're right. That's her, huh? In this game, believe me, it pays to save often. But the pill thing, maybe it's just for a period of time, and the dose will lower for a time. Less talking, please. Come on, Hyde, go and tell her, man. Tell her I'm not a thief. You got a moment? Maybe. What do you want? Looks like you and Tony are having some sort of disagreement. Could say that. Her name's Mary Rivets. Yeah, I only take one once a week. Just once a week? Oh, that's not so bad. She moved into 206 about half a year ago. I don't know the first thing about her. But I'm sure her backstory will be all made clear for us. Can you tell me what happened? My ring's been stolen, that's what. It was that guy from room 201. He did it. This game is literally boringness the game. It's a visual novel, man. If you don't like it, I don't know why you're here. Why are you so convinced it was him? Oh, took the words right out of my mouth. If you don't like it, just leave a dislike and leave. That's all I can say, really. Simple. He was the only person around when it went missing. He stole it right out of my room. How can you be so sure? I know. I kinda like it, because I have it. Wait, so why do you think it's boring, then? I don't know. He must have taken it this morning when I went to the vending machine in the lobby. I planned on going straight back to my room, so I left the door unlocked. Is that all you've got to go on? Not quite. I passed him on the stairs on my way down. He was heading up to the second floor. I think he seized that opportunity to snoop around in my room. And snatch my ring while I was away. So that's why you think it was him. That's just how much talking. Yeah, a lot of visual novel games are like that. There is a charm to them, though. Visual novel games, they thrive on their story, not so much their gameplay. Games like Phoenix Wright, the Zero Escape trilogy. Although I know that few, the ones that have voice acting in them, or play almost like movies, practically. Well, those are really good. Like one guy, SDG Live, he live streamed both Life is Strange games and the spin-off Life is Strange Before the Storm. All voice acting all throughout. Damn good trilogy of games, actually. I'd like there to be a Life is Strange 3, not gonna lie. Exactly. Seriously, that's the only reason you think it was him? It's gotta be. I'm sure of it. They make me take my pills every day, but I only take one every week. You really should follow their advice then. I mean, they're trying to help you. After all, he was the only person around, and when he went past my room and saw the door was unlocked, he what? Well, it's no secret that he's short of cash. And I'm sure he's no stranger to taking other people's stuff either. No stranger? What the hell? I know, but fake happy. Hmm. So getting too close to the truth, am I? Don't play the innocent with me. I've seen you borrowing money from other people in the building. I don't have to listen to this crap. Take it easy, Tony. Waving your fists around ain't gonna help your case. Civil. Yeah, I know, man. Besides, I'm gonna solve this in no time, so... Mr. Hyde, I don't know why he's decided to involve you in this. A neutral party. Well, less than neutral. But all I want is for him to return my ring. When exactly did your ring go missing? I'd say about an hour ago. When I got back from the lobby, my door was open. This was unusual, but I headed inside and soon noticed my ring was gone. It wasn't in the place I remember leaving it. One time I was at the park and the pills ran out, so I have to act fake happy, and I went to the bathroom and cried. It's tough, it's just that you may need them for the time being. I mean, you went through a lot, and being sad is okay, but understand that the pills are a way to help. Exactly. Plus, they're temporary, I would imagine. I knew what had happened immediately. He stole it. And like I said before, this ring is important. What kind of ring was stolen? A diamond one. How expensive do you think a ring like that would be? It was a 3-carat diamond ring with rubies on it. Sounds like it came with quite a price tag. It's a very important ring to me. Maybe you can try to talk with someone you can trust about the pills, and how you are feeling. Yeah, true. Definitely help. I would imagine you should talk to people who have dealt with a similar issue as you. I'm not qualified for this at all. I just want to I just want you to understand that. I got it as a present from someone special. A present from someone special? Where did you leave the ring? Where? Inside my room, of course. I don't see why I should share that sort of information with you. You see now, Mr. Hyde. I told my family, but they just make me take them, and I trust you guys. Do you understand why I think he stole my ring? It's not that I don't understand what you're saying, Mary. Tony's telling me a different story. He swears he didn't take it. You tell her, Hyde. That's what I've been saying from the start. What would I want with this stupid ring anyway? How can you be sure it wasn't taken by someone who snuck into the building? After all, anyone can just wander in here. There are some weird people about. Like last night, when I saw the suspicious lady in sunglasses going out the door. Who the hell was that? You saw her too, right, Hyde? Yeah, I saw her. There was an opening cinematic with her in it. Oh, I'm not convinced. It goes without saying that there were suspicious people around. But if you ask me, you're the most suspicious one of the lot. Will you just drop it already? Hey, get your hands off me! Okay, Tony, come on. Oh, and now it's a foursome. Can you people please keep the noise down? What's all this shouting in aid of anyway? Eddie! You gotta hear me out! It's Mary. She's saying all kinds of crap about me. Slander. Yeah, she thinks you've stolen her ring, right? You keep your voice down unless you want the entire block to hear you. I'm being set up! What would I want with her lousy ring? Unless it's like one of those 10 rings that the Mandarin from Marvel uses, I don't know. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's about time they put the Mandarin in the MCU. Not the fake one that was in Iron Man 3, I mean the real one. Like the one in Iron Man Armored Adventures. Harry. Yes. About the ring that you say was stolen from you. It's the diamond one you always wear, right? Yes, that's right. So you've seen this ring before, Betty? Yeah, I've seen it. Don't know if the diamond's a real one or not, though. Of course it's real. I hate to say it, but I think you're pointing the finger at the wrong person, Marie. So it's settled. You do believe me after all. Slow down there, I never said that. But I just think that your version of events is more believable than hers. What did you say? Harry, this isn't the first time this kind of thing has happened, is it? I don't know what you mean. Come on, think back. It was when you first moved into the building. You were ranting about some of your stuff going missing then, too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you blame the whole thing on Billy from 205? In the end, though, it turned out that the moving company just messed up. It got misplaced, basically. What I'm trying to say is, before you go blaming Tony, why don't you try searching your apartment again? And if you really want to continue this ruckus, do it somewhere else. I can't hear myself think with all the shouting right outside my door. Damn. After having her say, Betty retreats into her room. Marie. Marie? Mary? How should I call her? I'm not saying I believe Betty, but anyone can make a mistake, you know? And just what are you implying, Mr. Hyde? No. You should check your room again. The cops are our last resort. Although when you think about it, technically Kyle Hyde used to be a cop. Ex-detective. You should check your room again. You can get lucky and find your ring there after all. I've already checked everywhere. I told you it's not there. I hear you, but what's the harm of having one last look? 4 eyes are better than 2. Okay. Hey, VGM, do you remember the first stream I met you on? I believe it was a Splatoon 2 livestream when I was doing the Octo expansion. I actually met a lot of new faces when I was doing the Octo expansion. Maybe we could take a look around my room one more time. But if I'm right and the ring doesn't show up, what are we going to do then? I don't know. Maybe you could take a look around Tony's room. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Tony? Yes, I don't. You know what this is right here? Street justice. Turf? No, turf. Turf Wars? I didn't do a livestream of Splatoon 2's Turf Wars, though. I preferred Salmon Run, I preferred the PvE. Then it's settled. But I have one condition, Mr. Hyde. You have to check my room. Me? Yes. You and Mr. Wolf seem to be friends, and you think he's innocent, so you need to be the one to check the room before you take me seriously. Then we'll see who's telling the truth. If you insist. I'll wait for you in my room. Mary finishes speaking and returns to room 206. Knowing her, it probably fell in the crevice between some furniture or something, I don't know. Maybe it's under the couch. So this is Mary's room. These aren't hotels, like in the last game. These are real rooms. Although this place used to be a hotel. Please come in, Mr. Hyde. Search as much as you like, but I doubt you'll find anything. Don't be so sure. I can be pretty thorough. Before I get started, though, I'm curious about something. tell me where you left the ring this morning? Certainly. I put it on the table, just in front of my sofa. I remember clearly putting it there. It's not there now, though. Remember clearly, huh? Do you normally wear the ring, Marie? Yes. But I do take it off and place it on my bedside table before going to bed. Do I have room 215? Yes. Yes, I do. I actually livestreamed it a while ago. Any other times you take it off? Well, yes. When I wash my face, or if I'm cleaning dishes in the kitchen, for example. Also, I usually take it off when I'm putting on my makeup. Why? Well, I don't know. I'm not a woman. I see. Oh, here. See? Look at that. It's a dresser with a huge mirror on it. Someone likes looking at herself. There seems to be something lodged between the dresser and the chest of drawers. What's that? Looks like something shiny has dropped down between the furniture. Well, what do we have here? Damn, looks like my manly arms are too big to fit into the gap. That's what he said. Hey Marie, what is it? Mind if I shift this dresser a little? Good luck. Thanks for the support. That dresser's fixed tight to the wall, and there's no easy way of moving it. Good idea, in my opinion. I wouldn't want it falling every time we have an earthquake. And we may have a problem. Great. Now what? What is it, Mr. Hyde? Looks like something's falling between the dresser and the chest of drawers. You could have just said that the ring was down there. I'm gonna get a closer look. Between the dresser and the chest of drawers? This is video game logic. Yeah, right between the two. Are you sure you're not just seeing things? I can't make much out at all. You never know. It could turn out to be your ring. Problem is, I can't get my arm in to pull it out. Got anything lying around we could poke in there to get it out? Like what? Doesn't really matter what it is. Just has to be thin enough to fit into the gap. Bye, VGM. Alright. Thank you so much for stopping by, Reina Ramirez. Until next time, just take it easy, alright? Nothing really springs to mind. If you find anything that looks like a fit, feel free to give it a try. Great, great. Looks like I've got another search on my hands. See you next stream? Or 5 minutes later? Yeah, probably. I'll probably be live streaming this game for, I don't know, another hour. They tend to take like... Every chapter takes me like almost 2 hours, usually. If it's anything like the last game, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. Plus, I've already played and beaten this game before, so I know what I'm doing. Cookies. But that's not what I'm looking for. Where was it? The dresser's fixed in place, but still yada yada yada. This chest of drawers looks like it's undergone some repair work. I need to look for a specific item. Must be queen size, that bed. here we go. There are some safety pins inside the drawer. Now this is a definite plus. Now I'm beginning to get the picture. I can't get the thing out just using this, but maybe if I tie it to something. I take a safety pin. Looks like there's a tape measure inside. Could be useful. You never know. I think that alone will do it. Just a tape measure. Unless... Is there some string around here? Aha! There's some thread lying in the sewing box. I bet I can make good use of this somehow. Alright, I think I'm well armed. I'm gonna get that ring out now. I attach the thread to the safety pin. Now I have a threaded safety pin. If I recall correctly, the value of a ring, it's not just the carats, it's the cut of the ring, the cut of the diamond, the quality of it. There's a few factors to it. With some threads attached to the safety pin, looks perfect. Oh, with some thread attached, this safety pin looks perfect for getting the thing out. First try. Perfect. Got it. Now, if only the Houston Rockets get a ring. They ain't getting a ring. I take the ring. Who will win the championship this year for the NBA? There's gonna be an asterisk next to that because of the whole pandemic. The bubble thing in Disneyland and Orlando, Florida. Could be the Lakers, could be the Bucks, Clippers, who knows? Now perhaps I can put an end to this whole mess. GG's. Yes, rings. GG no re? No, yes re. If the re is a ring, then yes, I got the ring. Marie. What is it? So, does this look like, does this look anything like the ring you claim was stolen? You found it? Yeah, didn't even break a sweat. I'm no expert on jewelry. This looks like a pretty decent ring, even to me. I wouldn't know about jewelry, personally. Definitely impressed by the big stone on it. Mr. Hyde! Now you found my ring. Please hand it to me now. Did you see the way she acted? What's got into her all of a sudden? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I'm just keen to get my property back. Yeah, I guess you are. That's it. That's my ring. So that puts an end to it. Could be a wedding ring? Looks like you wanted to hang the wrong man after all when you blamed Tony. Yes, I'm not exactly proud of myself either. I mean, I did kind of jump to the wrong conclusion. It happens. I just lost it when I noticed my precious ring had gone. Must be really special if you're that protective of it. It's one of the most treasured things I have. It was a present from my older brother before he passed away. Damn. He kind of looks like Chris Pine. Marie reaches for the photo on the bookshelf. I suppose I better go and patch things up with Mr. Wolf. Not sure if I can face him right away, though. I'm still pretty embarrassed. He's bound to fly off the handle and start shouting at me again. Yeah, he's gonna gloat, saying, "I told you so." can't say you don't deserve it. What should I do? Own up. Say you're sorry. Tell you what, I'll have a word with them, see if I can smooth things over a bit. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. Here, you might as well take your stuff back, too. I won't be needing it now, now you got... I won't be needing it now you've got your ring back. I'll see myself out. Thanks again. I leave Marie's room. There's a vacancy? If this was the movie Uncut Gems, I'd have probably given the ring to a pawn shop or something. That is a damn good movie. Adam Sandler was a damn good, he gave a damn good performance. It kind of bumps me out that he never got an Oscar nomination. He deserved one. Who won the Oscar again? Oh yeah, Joaquin Phoenix is the Joker. That's well deserved. Tony, what is it, man? I found the ring in Marie's room. Seriously? You got it? It'd fallen down the side of her dresser. I knew it! I knew she got her facts all wrong. She also said she's sorry. Yeah, like that's gonna be enough to clear the air. It's about time I started hearing some serious apologies. I think you should go easy on her, Tony. She's really embarrassed and not exactly proud of what she said. Perhaps you should just let it slide this time. But you heard what she said about me, right? Come on, Tony. We're all going to be clearing out of these apartments soon. You really want to cause any more trouble for yourself? Yeah, maybe you're right. I think I'm man enough to take this one on the chin. Forgive and forget, after all. You know, we both have the same beard style. Ish. Thanks to you, I'm in the clear. I can't thank you enough for what you did. Can't imagine it would have gone this well if I'd asked anyone else. Guess all that detective training got really paid off. Ah. Hey, hold on. How did you find out about my past? Hey, Tony, how'd you find out? About me being a detective, I mean. Oh, that guy. Dylan. I heard it from Dylan. Dylan? How the hell did he know? I thought you must have told him or something. Like I'd tell a guy like him all about my past. I haven't told anyone living in this building about that. Oh, that's suspicious right there. That's so? I just figured that kind of info must have come straight from you. I was pretty surprised when I heard you used it to wear a badge. Figured you must have been through something rough to make you quit. Meaning... Hey, no need to give me that kind of look. I'm just thinking out loud. Looks like I crossed the line, huh? Not Tony. Dylan. How did he find out that... Oh wow, is that the time? I gotta be at an auditorium. I'm losing my ability to read, I swear. I gotta be at an audition. Catch you later, man. An audition? Yeah, and if I make it through, I'm gonna get me a live gig. And if that happens, drinks are on me. Big money. Tony makes his way along the hallway and heads down the stairs toward the lobby. When did that song Never Gonna Give You Up by, Rickroll? No, that's the name of the meme. Rick Ashley? Is that the name of the guy who sang that song? When did it come out again, in the 80s or the 70s? I won't hold my breath for those drinks. There's something about what Tony said. What was it? How does Dylan know about my past? It's my pager. Better get back to my room. What time is it even anyway? Still? 9 a.m.? I reckon I'd have been in there for a couple of hours at least. Where's the... Oh, there you are. Suppose I should give Rachel a call. This is Red Crown. How can I help you? It's me. What's up? I just got back. I'll pass you over. Ah, hell. What is it, Hyde? There's something we need to discuss. Yeah, well, it's a little late to start apologizing. I don't care how much you grovel. I'm not going back on my decision. It's not about me getting fired, Ed. Then what the hell is it about? It's about an order. An order that made its way to me directly. What? There was an order sheet in my room when I got back yesterday. ERB. Alright. I'll still be here, Cotton Pop. The message on it was vague. It goes like this. Find the Scarlet Star that disappeared in Hotel Cape West 25 years ago. You sure you got your facts straight? Orders shouldn't come directly to you at all. As far as the clients are concerned, they don't even know Kyle Hyde. You haven't been spreading what we deal with behind the scenes, have you? What do you take me for, an idiot? Whatever. Ignore that order sheet. In case you forgot, Red Crown ain't your concern anymore, so just drop it. You can take that piece of paper and burn it. But Ed... Plus, it sounds like a bogus order to me. Think about it. Who's gonna be after something that went missing 25 years ago? Just drop it. Besides, you've got more important things to do, like finding a job. Ed... I'm hanging up. Bogus order. Even if it does turn out to be bogus, how did it make its way to me? Speaking of strange, Tony heard I was a detective from Dylan, of all people. Something's not quite right about all this. I think it's about time Dylan and I got better acquainted. What room is Dylan in? 304. Huh? There's someone in the hallway. He's giving me the death stare. It's a little intimidating with this game's art style. Slightly. You got a moment? I've got some questions I'd like to ask you. Questions to ask me? Yeah. Let me bend your ear for a bit. Are you going to tell me what it's about? Tony from... God, do I slur my words? Ugh. Tony from 201 told me that you were blabbing about me once being a detective. That's right. I think I did mention it to him. But he came and asked me about it first. He asked you about me? Right. Must have been about 2 weeks back. I was called to his room to take care of a door that wouldn't close properly. And after I fixed it, he asked if I'd like to grab a drink. That's when he started asking about you. I remember him asking if I knew anything about you. that, though? Care to tell me how you knew I used to be a detective? It just cropped up one day. Cropped up? What's that supposed to mean? I saw your name in an old newspaper article. An article? Right. It was an article about an undercover investigation in New York. When I read through, I noticed the name Kyle Hyde. I also noticed that you shot an undercover cop. One that was on the take, not exactly through and through blue. When was the newspaper dated? I think it was from around 4 years back. Damn, checks out. What did Tony want to know about me? He was going on about how he'd like to become your friend, and just wanted to know if I knew anything about you. So naturally, when he asked, I told him what I knew. All I said to him was that you're an ex-detective who works as a salesman. If that information was known in Hotel Dusk, I would have been thrown out of the hotel on the spot. Where did you find this newspaper? Let me think. It was just a coincidence. I stumbled across the paper and noticed that article. Yeah, exactly. Finding an old newspaper with stuff about me was a coincidence? I was on a newspaper? You really expect me to buy that story? Honest, I was out on a job at the time. Out on a job? Yeah, I'm in the plumbing and repair business, so I often get sent on odd jobs. I find myself in buildings and offices a lot. I even fix windows occasionally, too. Huh. Well, this guy does windows. Like a maid. Thinking back, when I saw that article, I had just moved back from New York. And was doing a job in someone's bathroom. Okay, let's not think too hard about that one. The people had just moved in there. The people had just moved in there. And there was stuff all over the place. Including an old newspaper someone left lying around. If I was Game Drums, I'd have made a poop joke right then and there. I just had lunch and thought I'd give it a read. That's when I saw your name. How far back was this? I don't know. 3 months? I swear he was bullshitting all of that. So, are we done with the questions? Yeah, for now. I'm back. Welcome back, Cotton Pop. Yeah, for now. Huh? Who's there? Here we go. You really should take your chat elsewhere. You're blocking the hallway. Sorry. Kindly get out of my way. Frank. This miserable old guy's Frank Raver. He occupies room 302 and has a tendency to skulk around late at night. If memory serves, you're Kyle Hyde, the guy living in the apartment below you, who incidentally has to put up with the racket you make walking around all night. Don't appreciate being accused of things, Mr. Hyde. This building may be old, but it's solid and unlikely to cause such disturbance. I'm telling you, I can hear every one of your footsteps loud and clear. Sometimes I can even get a wink of sleep while you're stamping around. Already, something that's different from this game than its predecessor. There's a lot more character connection. I mean, I was basically talking to strangers in a Hotel Dusk Room 215, slowly getting to know them. But here, it's already established that some of the characters already know each other. It's like I misjudged you, Mr. Hyde. I had you pegged as the kind of guy who'd have more important things on his mind. Meaning what? Mr. Raver, Mr. Hyde is just trying to say that he's noticed some noise coming from your room. He's not trying to start an argument with you. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, I suppose I can try to take a little more care late at night. Gee, thanks. Bit of a cranky old timer we got here. And while we're all here, I had a matter to bring to your attention, Dylan. Did? Yes. It seems that someone left trash by the fire door on the 4th floor again. Not again? Who would be so careless? That's a good question. More importantly, we wouldn't want an incident like before now, would we? I recommend you get up there and clear it up right away. Will do. Thank you, Dylan. Frank goes back into his room and disappears from sight. Which reminds me, I never got round to checking out the 4th floor. You take care of the repair work on the 4th floor too? Certainly do. But I thought the whole floor was disused. That's why it's out of bounds. All the rooms up there are remnants from when this place was a hotel. The fire door was sealed to prevent access, though. Having problems all the way up there just adds to the hassle. That's the last place we want things to go wrong. I'm going to have to leave you, Mr. Hyde. I have to get up there and sort this out. The 4th floor. What's up on the 4th floor? Now my curiosity's really piqued. Secrets. But it's also a place I probably shouldn't be looking around, so, you know, never hurts to save. Looks like Dylan's already here. What was he doing? Was he, Tim Tebowing? What are you doing up here, Mr. Hyde? He plays baseball now, doesn't he? He used to be a football player, but then he was kneeling, and then... I don't remember much of this story. I remember Colin Kaepernick's story a lot more. Nowadays, people would be like, the NFL should issue... they should personally give Colin Kaepernick an apology, because in a way he was kind of right. I didn't think it was a crime to wander up here once in a while. That's true. Frank said something about some trash. Yes, I already took care of it though. It was just a flyer from an old newspaper. No great shakes. So someone makes their way up here just to dispose of something like that? You'd be surprised, but it does happen from time to time. It's things like this, that really get to me. Just another one of the many problems with the building anyone can get into. In my opinion, you're asking for trouble if people can just walk in off the streets. That's true. I mean, I do Postmates, and when I'm delivering to an apartment, always the doors are locked. Some of them even have, like, security gates next to them, so I have to call them if I want to buzz in. What kind of incident was Frank referring to? Sorry, I don't follow. Just now, outside room 302, Frank Graver said something about an incident. Said that something happened up here on the 4th floor. Alright, that. Here to share some details? It was... nothing. Is that right? Yes, nothing you need to worry about. Sure doesn't sound like nothing. Okay, I've got to make a move. He just made a move. Dylan makes his way to the stairs and descends out of sight. Now I know something's up. He seems caught off guard when I asked. My detective instincts are tingling. I've got an idea. If the rooms up here have been left as they were when it was Hotel Cape West, I wouldn't mind having a better look around. You know that old saying? Curiosity killed the cat? Huh. No black stain. Or at least it doesn't look like one. Looks like there's some sort of control panel attached to the wall. The switches on the control panel are both in the on position. The fourth floor hallway is blocked by a hefty-looking fire door. Let's see if this thing's locked or not. Open sesame. Damn! This can't be good. Now the alarm's ringing. Make it stop. There's a toolbox fixed to the wall. By the way, that is something that I had to do. There's a case on the wall with a glass cover. Inside the case is a fire bell and some kind of lever. Bell's not enough to wake the dead. I really gotta figure out a way to stop the thing. That's annoying. Also, everyone's probably asleep or something. I don't know. That wrench looks pretty old. I must have seen a lot of use in a place like this. Set of pliers. Make it stop! My god! Is there a screwdriver around here or something? Oh, right. This. Kill the power. But if I use those switches, I can stop the damn bell ringing. It flicked back. Ah, oh, my ears. Finally, it stopped. Not a moment too soon, either. Someone's coming. You again. Mr. Hyde, what have you done? Yeah, about that. I kind of made a judgment error and set off the alarm. A judgment error? More like you thought you'd open the door and start snooping around inside. Yeah, you got me. This is bad. Real bad. What? Mrs. Petrus? Be cool, be cool. Told you this was bad. Dylan, care to explain what's going on here? For one, why was the alarm ringing just now? Let me explain. Just what are you doing up here, Mr. Hyde? I was just... well... It's not what you think, Mrs. Petrus. Then kindly explain it to me. The alarm went off because I thought it would be a good idea to conduct a test to see if the system was working properly. A test? At this time of day? Well, better than at night, if you think about it. Yes. Isn't that what happened, Mr. Hyde? I could tell the truth and probably get a quick game over if I wanted to. That's exactly what happened. It's just like he said. A test. Dylan asked me to give him a hand while he, set it up. I see. Yeah, I asked him to help. I just figured that even though we were going to be leaving soon, it would be a good idea to make sure the safety measures are still working. Good thinking, Dylan. I can't tell you how grateful I am for you taking such good care of the building. Even though in 2 weeks it's all gonna go... ground zero, wrecking ball, bulldozers. Now, if you'll excuse me. Max walks away and goes downstairs. Oh, imagine both of us with Pinocchio noses right now. Thanks for covering for me there. It's not a problem. Now you're off the hook. You might want to head back downstairs. Yes, he's right. I could go take it easy in my room. Dang. Only 4. After her return from the 4th floor, I decided to take a load off and relax on the sofa. Still can't shake the mystery surrounding that order sheet I got. 4 o'clock already? Just in time to catch that show about Hugh Speck on TV. There's an old cartoon on. Japanese spies? Don't think I watched this much as a kid. What if it was totally spies? Anyone remember that show? Boy, it made a lot of people question their sexual preferences. There were a lot of... Let's just say there were a lot of fetishes in that show. I remember watching it a lot as a kid, actually. Today on 5 News, we take a look back at Hugh Speck's career. From LAPD officer to candidate for LA mayor. Oh, I thought he was going to be president. Hugh Speck comes straight from the ranks of LA's finest, where he had a long and distinguished career. While in the LAPD, he cracked many high-profile cases, and even stamped out incidents of police corruption. One of his more famous cases happened in the 1950s. A crime ring named Condor was responsible for multiple jewel thefts all over LA. Condor. Speck was tireless in his efforts to bring Condor down. Then, 13 years ago, Speck entered the world of politics. As a politician, he continued down his path of justice. One could say that Speck was destined to lead this city. The election ahead will be very interesting indeed. This is Robert Harrison for 5 News, signing off. Hugh Speck. He was an officer in the LAPD during the incident involving my old man. It's true that, back in the day, he solved his fair share of cases. But in the ones surrounding my dad, Officer Speck had a far lesser role to play. Okay, now how am I going to keep myself occupied? Still plenty of time until dinner. Maybe I'll take a trip down to Lucky's Cafe and grab a coffee. That's nice. An apartment with its own little restaurant. Gotta go now. Take care, VGM. Alright, thank you so much for stopping by, Cotton Pop. I believe this is around the third third of this chapter, so I don't think you'll be missing. I don't think you'll miss out on much if you choose to leave right now. Hey, I recognize that guy over there. He's Oh, hello there. Hi. I definitely know this guy. He's on the 3rd floor in... You're Kyle Hyde from room 202, aren't you? Yeah. And you're... Charles. Charles? Yes, Charles. Is there something wrong with my name? Charles Xavier? No, I get it. You forgot again, didn't you? You got me, kid. But it's coming back to me. Your full name's Charles Junette, right? Exactment. Wah. Might be a good idea to make a note of it or something, though. There's only 9 people in this building. It shouldn't be too hard to learn their names. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, kid. Some people find it very, very rude if you forget their name, you know? Trust me, I don't forget names on purpose. They just seem to slip through the cracks. I don't go around presuming everyone remembers me either. Interesting attitude. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. It helps me understand the kind of person you are better. Glad to hear it. I'm pretty sure he's like half my age or something. Try to make the effort to remember my name from now on, yes? When I forget a person's name, I feel terrible inside. I hear you loud and clear. I'll be honest, I'm not very good with names in real life. The kid's name is Charles Junet. He came over as an exchange student from France about a year ago. I don't have a good French accent. According to Betty, he has dreams of becoming a big-time movie director. You're buddies with Billy, who used to live in 205, right? Yes, that's right. I remember Betty telling me a while back. Betty's lovely, isn't she? It's a shame that we won't be living in the same building as her for much longer. We've all got to leave this place after all. Thanks for the reminder. Hey, I heard the alarm bell ringing earlier. Do you know what happened? It was a fire drill. That was just a test. Nothing special. A test? I thought it might have been something a little more exciting. Here we go again, I thought. Hey, if you got a moment. Where did you think it happened? I thought it was happening all over again. Vive la Revolution? What was? You know, like the panic about the fire from 2 weeks ago. I thought it was another fire. You remember that JonTron video, Kid Nation? He did it! Our king! Vive la Revolution! And he just starts shooting an assault rifle for whatever reason. God damn, JonTron is like... He's a walking meme, I swear. And he's also one of those outlier YouTubers who... He doesn't upload a video for a year, and he still grows just because of word of mouth, I would imagine. It's good to see he's still uploading videos every now and then. Also, now that I think about it, his subscriber count surpassed that of Game Grumps. A while ago, too. Remember when he used to be in Game Grumps? Him and Aaron? Oh, that Sonic 06 Let's Play. Holy shit, that was funny. There was a fire here 2 weeks ago. Didn't you hear about it? Didn't you hear about that, Mr. Hyde? I didn't hear a thing, but then again, I was away on a trip at the time. It happened around lunchtime on a weekday. You know where the fire broke out? Yes, it was up by the staircase on the 4th floor. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yes. I heard that someone came into the building and started it. An arsonist. Luckily, someone spotted it and put it out right away. So the building didn't suffer any lasting damage. I was about to make a really bad joke about putting out the fire with wee wee or something. Humor's not my strong suit. So who put the fire out? Mr. Raver. Frank Raver from 302? Yes, that's him. If Mr. Raver hadn't noticed the fire, who knows what might have happened. By the way, Mr. Hyde, what are you going to do after you leave this place? I haven't quite worked that out yet. Me neither. I haven't even started looking for a new apartment. I really like this place, despite it being a little old and run down. Low on rent. You and me both, kid. I'll see you later, Mr. Hyde. How much did Margaret say I owed her in rent? $400? Which was basically last month's and this month's. So, $200 a rent? Jesus, sign me up. I'd live here in a heartbeat if rent was that cheap. Of course, this was also 1980, so Charles says goodbye and leaves. Oh, hey. That's some fine smelling food. It's Frank. You again. I'm bumping into you a lot lately, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Raver. Good timing. I have some things I'd like to ask you. What is this, an ambush? Charles told me that you came across a fire on the 4th floor 2 weeks back. I did, yes. What about it? Are you in the habit of wandering around in out-of-bounds areas? What can I say? I get bored easily. I don't have a job to go to anymore either. What will I be doing when the day comes for me to retire? I mean, there's some elderly folk who live stream. Like, there was the oh, I remember there was some accusations thrown around about this grandma that plays Skyrim. VG247 just outright lied in a news article or something. Plus, it's good for my health to climb up and down the stairs. I thought for a moment you had something interesting to ask me. Goodbye. I ain't got a lot of time left in this world. Frank slips away towards the staircase. Everyone's got secrets in this game. Lucky's Cafe. Best food and raw caffeine in town. It's worth a trip downstairs just for that aroma of freshly ground coffee. How many apartment complexes have their own restaurant? Fun fact. There is a hospital, I don't remember where, but I do remember this from a documentary called Super Size Me. There is a McDonald's in a hospital. Ain't that ironic? Hi! Welcome to Lucky's Cafe! Oh, Mr. Hyde, nice to see you. Today's coffee is a straight Guatemalan mineral roast. I'm more of a mocha man myself, personally. Sounds good. I'll take one of those, roasted ground and black. I like my coffee with a little sweetness to it, I ain't gonna lie. Gotcha. Can I get you something to go with that? That's the million-dollar question. Maybe I can tempt you with today's special dessert. I've only got one left. I made it myself. Which makes it an extra special. Yeah, why not? I'm sure you won't regret it. The perky waitress is Claire Regan, the daughter of the cafe owner. She's always cheery and keeps the customers coming back. Guess you'll be taking your regular spot. Regular spot, right? Right. Yo, Gatorade me, bitch. I have a habit of always sitting in the same seat when I come here. Sitting here enjoying a good coffee is one of the best things about this place. Here you go. Today's coffee and one of my special desserts. My own homemade plum truffles. I took a ripe dried plum, filled it with a wonderfully fruity chocolate ganache, and coated it with a slightly bitter type of chocolate for an edgy flavor. It all adds up to a deliciously sweet dessert. I hope you like it, Mr. Hyde. It certainly looks tasty. Bon appetit! Claire drifts away from the... Did I just call her Chair? Claire drifts away from the table after delivering my order. There's an appetizing looking combination of coffee and dessert on the table. That's a fine aroma. The fragrant coffee takes me away from my troubles, if only for a while. Doo-doo-dee-doo-dee, dee-doo. Doo-dee-doo-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's from Phoenix Wright's Trials and Tribulations, I think. The third one. There's this prosecutor called Godot. He loves coffee. It wasn't originally going to be coffee, if I recall correctly. It was supposed to be alcohol, I think. But the coffee certainly stands out. Well, Mr. Hyde. Huh? Looks like I can't stay away from your coffee for too long, can I? Glad to hear it. How are you finding today's blend? Let me see. Full flavored, slightly bitter, and with a fine aroma to boot. Isn't it spectacular? Got my hands on some top-notch beans. A little darker, but ground coarsely and dripped slowly, giving it a richer taste. I find it pays to add a little more than you think you need to. Well, it sure beats the instant crap. I'll take that as a compliment. Sydney. This guy's name is Sidney Regan. He's Claire's father, and he owns this place. He can dig his heels in when he wants, but he likes to talk, and we get on well. I could go for some coffee myself, actually. Say, what did you think of the dessert? Be honest now. It was great. How great exactly? You know, just great. I thought you'd say something like that. For me, I find that adding some liquor really sets the taste apart from the rest. Liquor? Adding just the right amount boosts the impact of the ganache. Helps to balance the taste of the plums and cocoa, too. Damn, dude. We should be in Hell's Kitchen. If you tried a dessert I'd put together, chances are you'd be pining for another. How come you don't tell Claire all this? Don't get me wrong. It isn't like I haven't tried. She's just not interested in my take on recipes. Tells me to keep them to myself. She's in the habit of ignoring my good advice. Sometimes I think I can even see my ex-wife's personality poking through. Ex-wife. By the way, Mr. Hyde, do you know the customer sitting over there in the back? Which one? Him, over there. The guy in the sunglasses. Guy in the sunglasses? Cholo. There's a shifty-looking guy sitting in the back wearing sunglasses. Who the hell is that guy? He a friend of yours, Mr. Hyde? Never laid eyes on him before. Strange. He seems to know all about you. What? He came around asking questions and everything. I just figured he must be a friend of yours. Looks like I got it all wrong, though. Sydney finishes speaking and leaves the table side. Who is that guy and how does he know about me? Very few people know about me. I wonder if I should break out my Mexican accent for him. Hey, got a moment? That depends. Firstly, who the hell are you? Sydney said you know who I am. But I never even met you before. Just start talking, pal. Is that right? Nah, I can't. I'm half Mexican. I can't even do a Mexican accent. I don't know. Or am I already doing it, but, I don't know. Yeah, why don't we begin with your name? The name's Foster. Rex Foster. So he calls himself Rex Foster. This must be the guy that called Mom and Rachel. Finally, I got a face to put to the name I keep hearing. I've been busy making a lot of calls, it would seem. What are you after? I don't seem to remember asking for a guy like you to follow me around. Yeah, okay, you got me. Hey. A reason for staring at me? Something on my face? Yeah, you could say that. Just thinking, you really have got the face of a detective. Just speak normally, but thicker. What's my face got to do with anything? But let's get back on track. What exactly do you want from me? What time you asked? I was hoping to ask you some questions is all. Questions? Yes, to begin with. Why did you choose to live in this particular building? No reason, just kinda wound up here. Oh, the other one, that's not the reason. You set up here because of the place once being Hotel Cape West. I got no clue what he's babbling about. Made you think, did I? Let's try another question, shall we? What's your attitude, buddy? You trying to hide the fact that there was some trouble today on the second floor, too? Who is this guy? How did you know I was a detective? Now that would be telling. Don't play the innocent with me. You better start talking real quick. Let's just say, a little bit of research on you went a long way. So you're researching me now, are you? Care to elaborate on that? Who the hell are you? Hey, easy. You're not the only person I'm looking into. Is that supposed to make me feel better? I can't really tell you anything right now. Speaking to you could be quite dangerous, Kyle. Cut the crap. And define dangerous. If you know too much, you might feel inclined to get in my way. And why would I want to get in your way? I don't even know you. I never said you'd do it on purpose, but guys like you just tend to get in the way. You're making less and less sense as you go along. You may have left the force to seek out a life without too much excitement, but guys like you just get a whiff of a case and switch right back to their old ways. And that's precisely why I can't afford to have you get in my way. Comprende? Guys like me? I don't even know if he's Spanish. I ain't gonna lie. You want to explain that to me? Oh, I'm sure you understand just fine. Trouble, what are you talking about? Trouble? No. So you're saying nothing happened, are you? Right, nothing happened. Fair enough. I just wanted to ask. What does this guy think he is? That's me done. I'm leaving. Hey, hold it. Not so fast. Take it easy, Kyle. There's plenty of time for us to sit down and chat, you know? Rick says his piece and leaves. What does this guy think he is? Mr. Hyde. So who was that guy? His name's Rex Foster. Seems he's been gathering information about me. Why would he do that? Are you in some sort of trouble? Not that I know of. He wasn't a detective, was he? Trust me, he was no detective. And I should know. I used to be one for, what was it, the NYPD? I think. More likely he's working for some lousy agency or a third-rate newspaper. Yeah, I guess you're right. He seemed like a weirdo right from the moment I laid eyes on him. Sometimes he'd have his notebook open on the table. It seemed like when he thought of something, he'd write it down. Notebook? Yes, then he'd read his notes back to himself. Bugs me every time I see him. I mean, I write notes on my smartphone, but rarely do I look back at them. What I like to write down is what I do in the day, and I keep it as a journal. I've actually been doing that since last year. Every day I just write down important things that happen throughout the day, and like a log, almost. Art ideas as well, the occasional password hint. What made you think he was weird? For one, he's been coming in here all the time, starting 2 or 3 days ago. Spending long hours with just a single cup of coffee, staring at my customers. And also, there's more. He goes around asking all kinds of questions, such as about stuff from the past, mostly. Oh man, my throat's getting a little dry. What kind of notes has he been making? When I took his coffee over once, I nearly caught a glimpse of his notes. But he noticed right away and snapped his notebook shut. Asking about stuff from the past? Ugh, that was a fucking bombshell. Murder. An unsolved murder? What do you know about the incident? I don't think I'd better go into any more detail, Mr. Hyde. Come on, you've told me this much. Thing is, someone involved in the incident is rather close to me. There are also those who are keen to forget about the incident once and for all. Please understand, I'm just not happy to continue discussing it. One more thing. What is it? That Rex Foster guy seems to be after information concerning that murder. He could be a reporter. The more I think about it, the more it fits. A shady character like him would make a perfect reporter for one of those gossip mags. But it's TMZ. What was the TMZ in the 80s? I'll bet money that's where he's from. Could be. Changing the subject, Mr. Hyde. Have you decided who's going to get your vote? I haven't quite made my mind up. The media seems to be focused on Hugh Speck, the ex-congressman. I personally don't like the idea of him winning, though. Really? Why is that? I just find that guys like him, with police backgrounds and such, can be a bit suspicious. I got a friend who swears the guy was on the take during his days on the force. He said he was also into racketeering, among other things. We're talking about Hugh Speck, right? I'd never heard these rumors. Well, it's politics, right? Everyone's at least a bit corrupt. Hello, Nail. This is Hammer. It won't be easy for whoever becomes mayor. Lowering the crime rate will be tough. Ain't that the truth? Say, did you hear about the robbery at the jewelers near here yesterday? Then he puts a newspaper down on the table. This kind of crime gives people like me the jitters. It reminds me of a very similar incident a while back. Dad! Yeah. We've got orders queued up over here. Could you come back to the counter for a while? Who else comes in here? Sure thing. I'll be right over. Good calls, Mr. Hyde. I'll catch up with you another time. You mind if I take a look at this newspaper? Not a problem. Take your time. Then he makes his way back behind the counter. Sydney's newspaper is on the table. Oh, it's her. L.A. Gazette. New development in serial jewel robbery cases. It reads, December 19, 1980. Yeah, I already read that. With regard to the succession of jewel burglaries that have taken place recently, the Los Angeles Police Department announced a new lead, that the culprit could be a jewelry theft ring called Condor, based on the information that a woman with a black hat had been witnessed at the crime scene before the incident. This group once frightened the whole nation, and there are fears that their reign of terror is beginning once more. Ah, like Al Capone and the Mafia, huh? The woman in this article sounds just like the woman I saw outside the building yesterday. Things have been more hectic than usual since yesterday. Guess there's only one thing for it. If I think back over the events, maybe I can clear a few things up. Oh. Okay, we're at the end. December 19, 1980. My alarm clock woke me up as usual, but just after I got myself back to sleep, the phone rang and got me up again. The one who woke me up with the ridiculously early phone call was... my mom. Right. It was Mom who decided it would be a good time to call then. She's currently living in New Jersey by herself. After I finished speaking with Mom, Rachel called. Both she and Mom had some very similar stuff to tell me. They both said... Rex Foster? That's right, Both Rachel and Mom said that they received phone calls from the same caller.